Hi, I'm Corey. Starting to do a couple of tutorials on YouTube. I'm going to start with my foundation routine. It's just a little simple routine. I don't really go too all out with it. I don't try to cover every little imperfection. I've got freckles. I like my freckles to show. So it's just a little basic foundation routine and a little mini review on this stuff. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Eucerin Everyday Protection Face Lotion. It's got SPF 30 in it, so it's really good for protecting your skin. The only thing that's bad about it is I'm pretty sure it's making me break out, so I need a new moisturizer. But since it's all I got, let's go ahead and do it. And I don't have a little pump thing anymore. Flung it off, it went into the abyss. So, take it right in. I've got one really dry cheek. This cheek's really dry, so I gotta concentrate on that. Or I have to really avoid getting lotion, not having lotion in my eyes, because if I do that, it'll just water and be really annoying and very hard to fix. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is, this is my first time using it. I played around with it a little bit. I've actually used it for its appropriate purpose. It's the Monistat Chafing Relief Powder Gel. It's supposed to be a lot like Mashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I'm going to just do a little bit on my fingers. It's probably way too much. Dab around my whole face. I know Monistat use infections, but it's been kind of documented that they share the same active ingredient. It's a dimethicone. I don't know, it's a skin protectorant. So it's supposed to put a barrier in between your skin and the moisture, so that's really the perfect thing for a foundation primer, is to make sure nothing is making your foundation slide off your face. Alright, so my foundation that I use of choice, I'm an NW20, and in MAC, NW is backwards. It's meant for people with cool tones because it neutralizes the cool, or it's meant, I don't know, it neutralizes the warm tones in my skin. And I use Mineralized Satin Finish in NC20. And I really like it. It is definitely one of my favorite products that I've ever owned. Gives my skin a great dewy iridescence, and I just do about about 2.5 to 3 pumps, and I work it all in, and I dab it all over the face. I even like the way it smells. I never really like the way foundations and everything smell. So like paint, but this doesn't. I've had it for forever, as you can see, and it's about to run out. I'm not terribly big on coverage. I like just to even out my skin tone. As a matter of fact, I haven't used a straight foundation in a while. I've been mixing it with moisturizer. Do another little layer, build it up just a little bit more. And I also have to be careful. Foundation in the eye is not good. Pretty much any cream or emulsion based product, if I get it on my waterline, game over for me. And then I'm going to take, it's still a little streaky as you can tell. I always use my 187 for my foundation. Unless it gets really dirty, then I'll just use my fingers. Should wash it every day, but I a lot of times forget because I don't wear makeup every day. So I use it because it just kind of, it places everything the way I want, and it makes the coverage the way that I like it. So that's good. And just for setting powder, I'm just going to use a little homemade setting powder. It's mostly baby powder and some pigments in it. Baby powder, believe it or not, is actually translucent when worked into the skin, so it really helps with all those little problems, and especially when you run out and everything of setting power. It helps just to have around. I'll work on our little kinks out. I do have under eye circles. The thing about me is, since my eyes are so sensitive and concealer is so thick and annoying, I usually don't put it on. I just kind of let it go. I do have a couple of pimples, so I'm going to do this. I have a Select Cover Up MAC. Taking off the back of my hand a little bit. I know that's totally not sanitary. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. Just kind of pat it into the skin. I know I said first, but that's because I'm an idiot and I forgot. So I'm just going to go over top of it. I'm just kind of pat it because I do not want it to be that visible. I'm going to do a little bit on the chin. I have my mother's dark chin, so I'm going to make sure I take care of that. And the last little bit I'm going to put up here and my temple. And when you saw that I didn't really do a lot into my hairline, is because it's a perfect match for me. So I don't really need to put it all up in my hairline since it already blends flawlessly into my skin. And my hairline isn't too blemishy and discolorant. So, alright. Do a little bit of bronzer. This is Milani Touch of Sun Mosaic bronzer. I've had this for a little bit, a couple of years maybe. And when I got it, it was the lightest shade they had. So I'm just going to do an E and a 3. Just do a little bit of contouring, just a little bit. Make my fishy face. Do my 3. I'm not too keen on this. I have a contouring color I like better for actually cheek contouring, but since it's it doesn't look too good around the hairline, I'll just do this for the whole thing. Blend and tap off your extra when you're swirling your brush, and you have to swirl because it's a mosaic. Just a little bit under the jawline, and there you go. And I did get a little bit streaky right there because I'm not going for totally contoured, I'm just going for a little bit. And that is just my foundation routine, aside from the photo finish dupe, I guess. That's essentially all that I do. Alright, well, thanks. I'll talk to you guys later.